Hello physios, I welcome you all to our channel Physio Vidyapit. We are back with our second lecture on microwave diathermy, and here we are going to study about laws of MWD along with the physiological effects. See, as microwave is also a electromagnetic radiation, that is a radiation, okay? So it will obey reflection, refraction and inverse square law, okay? So inverse square law I will just tell you once again, okay? But you must know reflection and refraction along with inverse square law as we have discussed in the basis of electrotherapy part, okay? So inverse square law means intensity is inversely proportional to the square of distance, okay? Let us say this one is a emitter of microwave. It is emitting the radiation at a distance of 1 meter. It will cover a area of 1 meter square. So let us say this is emitting 4 waves, okay? From that MWD emitter 4 waves are coming. So now at 1 meter, okay? So how many waves are in 1 meter square area? In this area of 1 meter square there are 4 waves. Now at distance 2 meter it will cover this big region, that is 4 centimeter square area, 4 meter square area, okay? So now in 4 meter square area there are 4 waves. So we will say that intensity of wave is reducing as distance is increasing, okay? Why this is important to know here? Because we do not place the MWD emitter in contact with body. It is placed at a distance of 2 to 6 centimeter, okay? 2 to 6 centimeter. Now moving toward the physiological effects. It is very simple, okay? So here also heating occur in the tissue by 3 methods which we have studied in short wave diathermy. First one was ionic rotation, second one was dipole movement, and third one was rotation of dipole, and third one was molecular distortion, okay? So I am assuming that you have watched short wave diathermy lecture and we are done with this. Next, heating is proportional to amount of the absorbed radiation, which is very obvious. More will be the absorption, more will be the heating, and its heating is superficial as compared to SWD. Why? Because microwave are reflected at various interface. Yes, this particular point is very important for us. I said that heating occur due to 3 things that occur in our body, that is ionic rotation, rotation of dipole and molecular distortion. Also I said that heating is proportional to absorption. More will be absorption, more will be heating. Lesser will be absorption, lesser will be heating. Third point, its heating is superficial as compared to SWD. Why? Because of reflection at various interface. Let us say this one is our skin, then below skin it is subcutaneous tissue, then below it is muscle, below it is bone, okay? So we want heating in the muscle region, but by the time this MWD radiation will reach to the muscle, it will be reflected or refracted at various interface. Interface means we can say junction of two media, okay? So first interface will be skin and tissue, subcutaneous tissue. Here some reflection will occur. Next will be the subcutaneous tissue and muscle. Here some reflection will occur. So some sort of radiations will be wasted and only lesser amount of radiation will reach effectively to the muscle, which will cause heating. That is why less heating occur as compared to SWD in the tissue. Next, and in the tissue such as muscle, where water and iron content is more, heating will be more, and in the tissue where fat is present, that is water and iron content is less, heating will be less. Next, this point is again very important. the effective depth is 4.3 centimeter with half value depth is 3 centimeter. This is the general, okay, this is the general value which is given to the depth of microwave in tissue. So the effective depth was 4.3 and half value depth was 3 centimeter. What is half value depth? Half value depth is the depth at which 50% energy of the radiation is lost. Now, in muscle, half value depth is 0.7 centimeter, while in fat, half value depth is 3.5 centimeter, and this itself is very amazing because this will explain us a very beautiful thing. Now, in muscle, half value depth is 0.7 centimeter, which means whenever microwave radiation enter into muscle after the depth of 0.7 centimeter, that is by covering less than 1 centimeter, it will lose its 50% of energy. That is, it will produce a heating. Why? Because energy is lost now, and that energy is giving the heat. Okay, so that is giving heat. So in muscle, half value depth is 0.7, which means heating is occurring. But in fat, you can see half value depth is 3.5 centimeter. It can go through the fat 3.5 centimeter, and going that deep it will lose energy, so less heating will be done in the fatty tissue. This is the advantage of microwave as compared to SWD, that microwave do not cause less heating of subcutaneous tissue. Okay, so let me explain once again. Overall effective depth was 4.3 and overall half value depth was 3. But in muscle it was 0.7, which mean whenever microwave radiation is going in a muscle at 0.7 centimeter, it loses its most of the energy, which means it will be giving some heat. But in fatty tissue, it can go 3.5 centimeter. That is, it can go to much depth to reach to the, we can say, muscular tissue, but it do not give energy in the fatty tissue. That is, it do not cause heating of the fat. Okay, which is its advantage. Thus, cause less heating of superficial fat. Now, depth of penetration also depend upon frequency. More is the frequency, lesser is the depth. This is again important. And in my previous lecture, I said there were 3 models. Okay, one with 2450 megahertz, second with 915, and third I think it was 434 megahertz. So among these, this one is having minimum frequency, which is having more depth, and 915 is also superior to this one. Okay, 2450 megahertz. Okay, so this is again important. Next is heating also depend upon shape of emitter, and heating produced by shape of emitter, that is I have explained in the previous lecture. In case of circular emitter, the wave is given in circular manner, which is dense at periphery and less dense at center, while with the rectangular emitter it give a, we can say, oval beam which is more dense at center. That is I have explained in the previous lecture. Okay, and now the heating produced by the 2450 megahertz MWD for 15 minutes increase temperature by 10 degrees Celsius and increase blood flow by 25%, and the physiological effects are rest same as shortwave diathermy. So the all the physiological effect that you have studied under SWD can be written here. Okay, but under physiological effect we need to just explain these things, that how our body tissue are, we can say, hindering by acting as interface for reflection and refraction, which will reduce the heating as compared to SWD. Okay, and this is again a very beautiful diagram. You need to just understand, this one is the rate of heating, this axis, and this one is depth. Okay, at 1 to 2 centimeter. Okay, this one is in centimeter. You can see heating is very less in fat, but when it reach to the muscle, you can see heating is very high at 100%. Okay, and here it is about 50%, and in bone you can see it is very less. Why? Because in muscular tissue water and iron content is more as compared to fat or bone, where that water and iron content is less. So this you can draw and understand the things more efficiently. Okay, so this is whole about the second lecture on MWD. In our next lecture we will study about therapeutic effect, dosage and contraindication. Till then you keep on studying. Thank you to one and all.